Do you want to know exactly when you can begin trading? At what price can we trade the Pi coin? What items can I use the Pi coin to pay for? Can I buy something from anywhere in the world? Will the items I pay for be delivered to me regardless of where I am? What if I don't receive my items from the website? How do I know the seller will not simply accept my transferred Pi and refuse to deliver it to me? How can I profit from the enclosed mainnet phase? All of these questions will be addressed shortly. Keep an eye out. Without a doubt, I know that many of you are curious about where or who they can exchange their Pi with as payment for either goods or services. As of the time of recording this video, I would say that you do not need to look any further because Pi marketplaces are here and we can now buy products that we want. Before I share with you the official date when we will begin to see marketplaces open, let me address some equally important questions. The question on many people's lips is, at what price will we be trading on these marketplaces? While Pi marketplaces will be operational soon, they will not be in charge of determining the prices of thousands of products available for purchase by pioneers. Prices will be set by the sellers, so you must understand the worth of the product you intend to purchase before agreeing to pay the price set for that item. I made a video in which I discussed the worth of Pi and the cost of Pi. I'll make another video to explain this attribute in greater detail. The next question is, what can I possibly buy with a Pi coin? Believe it or not, a Pi coin will be able to be used to purchase a variety of items. Additionally, sellers will add more items to these marketplaces over time. However, you will be able to purchase clothing, shoes, wristwatches, food items, phones and accessories, computers and accessories, household items, and many other items. But don't be concerned if the items you're looking for aren't yet available. As more sellers join the marketplaces, it will be added soon. I'll also say that at this point, I'm not aware of any sellers who will readily list cars or high-end vehicles for sale. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying maybe not right now. Another critical question that pioneers frequently ask is, can I make purchases from anywhere in the world? Sellers interested in selling items have expressed their interest and registered with various marketplaces around the world. First, I recommend that you search for sellers in your region or country on any of these platforms and buy from them. However, if you cannot find any or the item you want is advertised by a seller outside your region or country, you can still buy from them. This is possible because sellers will have the option to indicate that buyers must pay for shipping, as well as in Pi. As a result, the answer is yes. You can shop from anywhere in the world, and the items you purchase with Pi Canon will be delivered to you regardless of your location. The only catch is that you must agree to pay for shipping and Pi. So the question of whether or not the item you paid for can be delivered to you has been answered. Another critical question is, what if I do not receive my item from the seller? This is one of the reasons why the marketplaces are taking so long to launch, as well as why proper development of the Pi SDK and APIs was required. Please pay close attention. I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. The marketplaces will be set up so that both the seller and the buyer must complete the initiated transaction. I'll use this example to demonstrate. Assume the buyer visits the marketplace website and finds an item they like. The buyer places an order for that item or items. During this process, the buyer will be given the option of shipping. So, if the seller is a long distance away, the buyer must select the shipping option and agree to pay for shipping. The buyer will then supply the correct shipping address. When a buyer completes his order and proceeds to payment, he must connect his Pi wallet by registering on the marketplace website or simply filling out a payment required form. After connecting to the wallet, the buyer accepts the total cost of the item or items as well as the cost of shipping. The buyer will now pay the agreed upon amount in Pi. Once this payment is made, the Pi will be held in an escrow account and the seller will be notified of the purchase details. The seller will immediately begin processing the order request and ship to the buyer another in order to meet the shipping deadline. Once the seller ships the item, the seller will indicate on the platform that the goods have been shipped, and the buyer will be notified with the necessary tracking information. He or she is expected to inspect the goods upon receipt from the seller and confirm receipt of the goods in good condition. When the buyer confirms this on the platform, the Pi held in the escrow account is released to the buyer. For the purposes of this video and full comprehension of what I've just explained, I'll define an escrow account. An escrow account is a holding account for funds while two or more parties complete a transaction. This means that the funds will be held in a trust account by a reliable third party. After the merchant has fulfilled the escrow agreement, the funds will be released to them. If the merchant fails to fulfill their obligation, the buyer's funds are returned. I hope the definition helps to clarify what I previously explained, but I must issue a warning here. Please read through the policies of these marketplaces as thoroughly as possible if they have such an escrow facility for such transactions. My instincts tell me that not all marketplaces will have this option as described, but that they may have their own version or ways to accommodate these types of transactions. Remember that neither the core team nor the marketplace owners will accept responsibility for any Pi loss during a failed transaction. It is strongly advised that you read their policies and determine which one best suits you. When you know your options, you can be confident that the seller will not simply be credited and the items will not be shipped. I'll make a video showing some of the marketplaces where I've read their policies so you know what to expect. I will also demonstrate one or two marketplace platforms that include an escrow function in their transaction policy. If you've made it this far in the video, you're about to get to the good stuff. I will show you how to make money as the marketplaces open up for business. As a buyer, the strategy I'll describe is not illegal. That is, the strategy does not involve breaking the core team's rule of not selling or exchanging your PiCoin for fee. So, stay tuned if you want to know exactly how you can do this and have a couple of $1 million in your pocket as soon as the marketplace opens. As I mentioned in the video, all pioneers who have passed KYC, migrated their Pi to mainnet, and transferred their Pi to available balance will be able to use the marketplaces. So, if you've completed KYC and migrated your Pi, keep an eye on this space because I'll be sharing tips and strategies for making better use of utilities to make more money. I will be posting these tips on my social media accounts, so please follow me if you have not already subscribed to my channel. There will never be a better time to subscribe than now. Press the notification button and give a thumbs up. Remember to share and follow me on Twitter. I hope you found this video useful. And I ask that you share the video so that others can benefit from it as well. Keep mining until my next video.